Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Denver, Colorado, where we're bringing you live the 2005 EA Sports Slam Dunk Competition. I'm Ernie Johnson, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith. We're about to kick things off, so let's hand it over to the PA announcer for the player introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the participants in the 2005 Slam Dunk Competition. From the Atlanta Hawks at 5'6", Spud Webb. From the New Jersey Nets at 6'7", Julius Erving. From the Atlanta Hawks at 6'8", Dominique Wilkins. From the Portland Trail Blazers at 6'7", Clyde Drexler. The judges for tonight's competition: 9-time All-Star, the Iceman, George Gervin. 3-time NBA champion, James Worthy. Voted one of the 50 greatest players of all time, James Worthy. Former NBA Slam Dunk champion, D. Brown. 10-time All-Star, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Webb looks ready to get things started. Let's see what he has in store for us with the first dunk of the night. Oh, this could be huge. I mean, this one was well thought out.
The creativity, the thought process, the precision, the timing. Look at him catch it. Look at him catch it.
And good hang time.
I want to see these guys give him like a 60 for that. 50 ain't enough. 60, guys. Come on. 60.
And there it is, a perfect score.
Yeah, that's right. He deserves it, too. I still can't believe what I saw.
That's a great start there,
Kenny. Score of 50.
Erving is ready to get his first one out of the way. Let's see what he's got in mind here. Kenny, that's a little...
The windmill! That's when you bring it all the way from New York. You bring it down to Mississippi, back up to New York. That is a windmill right there, Ernie. I don't know if that's a 50, but it was sick. I mean, that was sick. I'll give it at least a 9.5.
He's going to end up with a 47 there from the judges. Pretty impressive, Kenny.
You see, that's a good score, but it wasn't a 50, and they didn't give him one. But he'll be all right with that.
That score puts him in second place.
Score of 47.
Wilkins is up next and looks ready to go. Let's see if he has any early nerves here, Kenny. Kick.
This guy has taken this contest by storm.
He gets him oohing and eyeing with the pass, and then the thunderous finish.
I give it 2 tenths, 20.
I can't believe that. That 9 will keep him from getting the 50.
Are you kidding me? They're robbing this kid. That's unbelievable.
That was good enough to put him in second.
With a score of 49.
Drexler is last up to dunk here in the first round. Some of the guys think by going last, you really have the advantage in this competition. We'll see how that theory pans out here as he's ready to go. Nice toss.
Decent. Not bad. He's getting them on their feet. He's starting to rile them up. He's riling them up. That's nice. That was nice. I'll give him a 9. 8 for sure, but maybe a 9.
One lone 8, but otherwise 9s there, Jet. 44 is not a bad score.
Now, if you want to get 10s, you got to take a few more chances. Stretch it out a little further. Do something they haven't seen before.
Webb once again leading the way. He's now up for his second attempt of the first round. See, this is a tough way to start with that punch.
That's a tough toss. That's a tough toss and a tough catch.
I was trying to figure out how he made the toss to begin with, much less where it was headed.
But to catch it, to toss it, a perfect pass. He should lead the league in assists making passes like that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I might give that a 9. An 8 for sure, but maybe a 9.
Well, he managed to get almost all 9s from our judges there. That'll give him 44 for the attempt.
He got a good score there. For that dunk, it's what he should have expected. If he wants higher, he's got to show us a little more extra stuff.
Irving is up again, and this will be his second attempt of the first round. Let's see if he can come up with something here that gets the place going. Hey, I like that. Oh, how about this between the legs?
Between the legs. But I want to see someone take it between the legs twice. If someone does that twice, I think they can do it. Look at him doing this.
Yeah, but twice?
He still had the elevation to do it.
Man, you're a lunatic.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to say that was at least a 9. Maybe a 10. Okay, a 10.
A total of 49 there, Jet. You were right, though. It wasn't quite good enough for a perfect score.
Yeah, that's a good score, Ernest. That's a good score.
That dunk puts him in the lead.
With a score of 49.
Wilkins is up next with his second try of the first round. It's time for this man to do something spectacular.
That right there is special, ladies and gentlemen.
Didn't even let it bounce.
When you go get it and you throw it in the air, that's impressive. Now that's a 50. Now that's a 50. No one's giving less than a 10. No way.
10s across the board, Jet. A perfect score.
That man has just taken a step into legendary status. You the man, son.
He leads it after that one.
With a score of 50.
Drexler is up next. Let's take a look at his second attempt as he finishes off this set of dunks in the first round. Look at this, Kenny. How tough is that, Jet?
That's impossible. That's incredible, and that's unbelievable. A lot of uns.
I'm unwilling to believe it.
I'm giving that an 11. I'm giving that an 11. Forget 10s. I'm off that. 11.
It's unanimous, Kenny. 10s across the board for a huge 50.
Okay. I'm saying that this man is now officially the baddest dunker on the planet.
Drexler with a score of 50.
Webb is ready to lead us off with the final attempts of the first round. Let's see what he's got in his bag of tricks here. Looks like he'll toss it to himself.
Decent finish. Decent finish.
What could have made this spectacular?
Well, he had to get up a little higher. He had to let the ball just toss it a little bit higher, and I think then it gives you the illusion that he's jumping higher. Or actually, he would be. I don't think he's getting any 10s for that. Maybe some 9s, but probably some 8s.
He actually did get 1 9, but pretty much all 8s. I'd say a 41 is a pretty fair score.
That's about right. That was good, but he can do better, and he knows it.
Spud Webb with a score of 41.
Irving will be coming up next with his final attempt of the round. This attempt needs to be good for 40 or more from the judges.
See what he can do here. Oh, off the lob.
Oh, man.
Even if he makes that dunk, it wasn't innovative enough. It wasn't creative enough. It wasn't anything that's going to make you say, let me see what he can do.
Well, he missed it, but at least it was boring. Didn't look like he even had to think about it, Kenny. He's going with the do-over.
I'm not surprised. None of these guys like missing.
If he can get 40 or above, he'll be set. Punch!
I thought it was too high, Ernie. I thought that was too high.
Nothing is beyond his reach.
Man, that is nuts. You gotta give him like a 12 or something.
Pretty enthusiastic with the 10s there, Jet. He easily gets 50 for that.
Look at him acting like there's no big deal or something. He just became a legend. We'll be seeing that dunk in every highlight film from now to forever.
And he'll take the lead with that score.
Of 50.
Wilkins will be next to go with his final attempt of round one. Anything decent should be enough here. Gonna toss.
He went and got that.
Now that is impressive.
That's impressive because it's so difficult to throw an alley-oop to yourself, then go get it, then to come back. Oh, that is impressive. There's no doubt in my mind, that's a 10. Put up a 50 and let's move on.
You were right, Kenny. They're unanimous with the 10s.
They give him even more if they could. They should give him like 11s or 12s to a guy when he does something that sick.
Dominique Wilkins with a score of 50.
Drexler is up next with the last dunk of the first round of competition. Any combination adding up to 42 will do it for him here. A long pass and the finish.
The toss was great. The dunk was average. The toss was great, though. He's got to show us a little bit more if he wants some 10s. That's like a 40 or 45.
Looks like you were about right, Kenny. The judges are back and forth there with, let's see, 3 8s and a couple of 9s.
Yeah, you got to show the judges a little more than that if you want to get up in the 10 range.
That score will put him in third place. Dominique Wilkins is tops in that round as we take a look at who's in and who's out.
Julius Erving and Clyde Drexler.
Drexler looks ready to go with the first dunk of the second round. Let's see what he's got cooking this time. Whoa, look at this.
Oh! If he could pass to anyone else like that, he's passing to himself. That's to himself, Ernie. No question. That is a 50. That was sick, Ernie. Crazy. Loco. Whatever. Crazy, Ernie.
No real surprise there, Kenny. They're unanimous with 10s right across the board.
Yeah, and he deserves it too. He's got to be one of the sickest dunkers ever.
Erving is up for his first crack at round two. Cannot wait to see what he's come up with here. Man, that's tough.
360. A 360 between the legs. This is elevation at its finest. Now they better give him a 50 on that. I give it to him like a 55.
You called it, Kenny. He gets a perfect score for that.
I keep telling you guys, there are dunks we haven't seen before. Well, there's one of them.
Julius Erving with a score of 50.
Wilkins will close things out here as we finish up the first attempts of the second round.
See, the last thing you want to do in this contest is not really finish hard. Let's see if he can do that.
You talk about a high degree of difficulty. Between the legs!
Between it, a la Vince Carter, a la J.R. Ryder. Who else, Ernie?
Jason Richardson.
I'm going to tell you one more. Orlando Woolridge way back did that same thing between the legs.
Going deep into the archives on me.
10 plus. Give him 2 10s. Give him whatever. That was sick.
And there we see it, all 10s for a perfect score.
Look at him over there like that wasn't no big deal. Just give him the crown now, man.
Dominique Wilkins with a score of 50.
Drexler looks ready to go with his second try of round two. This ought to be good.
Good. Just good. Wasn't great, just good. Because one thing he didn't do, he didn't finish as hard and as powerful as he should have.
But it'll do.
That's going to be like a 42 or 43, something like that. It's nice, but he can do better.
Almost all nines there, Kenny. Guess they thought it was pretty nice.
Yeah, I knew he wasn't getting tens for that. I think he got a pretty good score for that dunk.
Clyde Drexler with a score of 44.
Irving up next. Let's see what else he has for us
Irving
with this second attempt. Fans want to see something big here. Well, off the knee. Oh, and that dunk just got better and better.
That dunk is so difficult because not only going through with the legs, but you're spinning and doing a 180 at the same time.
What a finish.
Check that out. That's like 2 10s. That's like a 20. Like 2 plus 10. No, 10 plus 10. 20.
No surprise here, Kenny. A perfect 50.
That man has just taken a step into legendary status. You the man, son.
He's in the top spot with that dunk.
Score of 50.
Wilkins is up and ready to go with his second attempt this round. Let's see what he has planned to finish off this second set. See how he starts this thing out. Well, that's different. Boy, that thing just never got off the ground.
He threw it like he was throwing it out of bounds. He's got to toss it up. He's got to get elevated. Oh! Did you see how high he was? Did you see how high he was?
A perfect pass to himself with the alley-oop.
I got a new nickname for him. His Highness. His Highness.
Ooh, that's clever.
He's not even trying. This guy's so good. He's not even trying. That's got to be close to a 50.
Well, a couple of the judges thought that was only a 9, but he still ends up with a 48. Pretty good stuff.
It's on now, though. They're raising the bar out there.
Not quite enough to take the lead with that dunk.
48.
Drexler is all set to lead off the final dunks of round 2. Let's see what he's got to give to try and advance. Now, requires some skill to go up. The windmill!
Windmill dunk. That's, you know what? Kenny Walker surprised us all with these windmill-type dunks, a la Dominique Wilkins.
Great windmill stuff.
That was the craziest thing I've ever seen. A 50.
And there it is, a perfect score.
He's stepping up, man. He's stepping up. Give him the title now. Let's go home. It's over.
Clyde Drexler with a score of 50.
Irving
Next up
is up again with his final dunk of this middle round. One last chance to show the judges why he should advance. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it'll still have to be a quality dunk here. Let's see what he's pulled out of his bag of tricks. Oh! Not just between the legs, but a reverse.
A reverse between the legs. See the backboard. Kiss the sky. Dunk it home.
Too much to remember.
Forget 10. I'm giving that like a 12. That was the best dunk I've ever seen.
There it is, a perfect score, Kenny.
I'm still shaking my head over here. That was just crazy.
Julius Irving with a score of 50.
Wilkins will finish off the round for us here. The last dunk before we go down to 2. If he can get some 9s and 10s here, he'll be a happy guy. This might be a little risky here. Oh, crazy!
Yeah, that's great. That's great, Ernie, because you know what he's done? He said, you know what? I'm going to add a little twist to put it between my legs. I'm going to spin and dunk it at the same time. You've got to give something like that a 60. That was the best dunk I've ever seen.
It's unanimous, Kenny. 10s across the board for a huge 50.
Okay. I'm saying that this man is now officially the baddest dunker on the planet.
Dominique Wilkins with a score of 50.
It's decided. This round's done, and we know who's in and who's out.
Dominique Wilkins.
Wilkins is up now for his first dunk of this championship round. Well, let's see if he comes up with something big time here. Well, what's going on here?
Oh!
all the way to the armpit.
I tell you, he's hanging on like this guy Brett Pascal used to try to hang on to me when I used to dunk over him in high school. Same way, just hanging, baby. I'm just hanging. That's like a 10 plus, 10 and then some, 11, 12, 13, whatever.
Pretty enthusiastic with the 10s there, Jet. He easily gets 50 for that.
Yeah, and he deserves it too. He's got to be one of the sickest dunkers ever.
With a score of 50.
Irving is up to try and better the other guy's performance with his first dunk of the final round. With full head of steam. A little toss to himself here, and
yes! He went and got it, Ernie.
This pass was absolutely perfect. And then look what he does with it.
I thought it was too high. I didn't think he could go get it, Ernie. They're going to give him a 10 for sure for that. That was sick, EJ.
You were right, Kenny. They're unanimous with the 10s.
Look at him acting like there's no big deal or something. He just became a legend. We'll be seeing that dunk in every highlight film from now to forever.
Julius Irving with a score of 50.
Wilkins is all set for his second attempt of the final round. Let's see what he can pull off here, Jet. One of those kicks to start it.
That's a good hit because it gives you a little showmanship, a little difference. You're not just throwing it up and lobbing it. I'm a showman. That's nice, but I'm telling you, this guy can do better. He can do better. He's not getting any 10s for that. Maybe an 8.
One lone 8, but otherwise 9s there, Jet. 44 is not a bad score.
He got a good score there. For that dunk, it's what he should have expected. If he wants higher, he's got to show us a little more extra stuff.
Irving is up and looks ready to go with his second attempt of the competition. Remember, he's got one more after this to try and take the win. I feel a toss coming. You a big fan of tossing the ball to yourself?
Yeah, because I think that's difficult. But when you're doing it in front, it's not as difficult. But what it does, he had great elevation and a great finish. That's pretty normal.
That was pretty stylish.
In a dunk contest, it's normal. Oh, I'm feeling that, though. I'm feeling it, but I still only got to give it an 8. And 9 at the best.
Well, he managed to get almost all 9s from our judges there. That'll give him 44 for the attempt.
He doesn't look happy over there, but if he wants 10s, he's got to show the judges a little extra something.
Julius Irving with a score of 44.
Wilkins with his last dunk of the night. It's all or nothing now. Let's check out the liftoff position here.
Throws it up.
Made the catch, made the dunk, didn't make anybody really get up.
Well, you know what? After looking at it again, it was a little better than I thought, but not great. All right. That's like a 40 or a 45, 40 and 45.
No 9s at all, Kenny. He'll get just a 40 from our judges there.
Yeah, I knew he wasn't getting 10s for that. I think he got a pretty good score for that dunk.
Dominique Wilkins with a score of 40.
Irving will wrap it up for us with this last dunk. I am predicting he'll try to bring the house down with this last dunk of the night. All he needs is 41. A good, clean dunk should do it. Uh-oh. Oh, how big is that?
That's big! That's big! Doesn't get any bigger in this kind of pressure.
This is huge!
That was sick. Are you kidding me? That was a 50. No doubt about it.
And there it is. It's all over. He'll be taking home the gear, the shine, the trophy, ladies and gentlemen.
Julius Irving with a score of 50.
It's in the books. Julius Erving takes the title of NBA Slam Dunk Champion. There you have it, the results for this year's Slam Dunk competition. Hope you enjoyed it.